Now Saw, as most of you know, is an extremist, a very violent rebel commander who uses harsh tactics against the Empire. He is headquartered on the same planet as the Resistance base in Force Awakens, which it makes sense that Leia would use old, undiscovered rebel bases as hideouts. Now, inside we see that Willman has made a device to steal Ridonium, which is a very powerful and unstable starship fuel. Now, this scene is weird as hell, but it actually connects a lot of dots for us. Saw talks about how Ridonium is extremely dangerous if it touches you or if you inhale it. In fact, if you inhale too much Ridonium, it can actually dissolve your vocal cords and make you mute. And then we see Saw take a big old whiff of it. So I think people use this as a drug like huffing glue. For Saw, it's symbolic of how he lives his life, someone who is constantly on the edge of death and survival. So if Saw is inhaling this stuff to get his jollies, then it explains why he can barely talk in Rogue One, and why he needs a breathing mask. In fact, that breathing mask might be hooked up to more Ridonium, so he's just high all the time. And this would also explain why he becomes so completely batshit paranoid and insane. Now, when Willman is cracking the Imperial fuel cells, Saw tells him his life story, how he was imprisoned in the jungles of his home planet. Now, we actually saw part of Saw's backstory in the Clone Wars. He was a resistance fighter in the jungles of Onderon during the Clone Wars. And in an early mission, we saw his sister die, and this experience radicalized him. And so, he has grown to love this poisonous ether. And in a heartbreaking line, he even calls it,
"'Cause she's my sister, Rido, and she loves me."
So not only is he not afraid of death, but he kind of welcomes it. And this takes his final moments in Rogue One and gives them better context. He has spent decades waiting to die, slowly poisoning himself with Ridonium. So of course, he welcomes the Death Star killing him. It's the only way that his story could ever end.